This is Oldecam with comments on headlines of the day coming to you from the office. We were out earlier today trying to do it outside. Unfortunately, we had a couple of tour buses of senior citizens let off exactly where we were taping, and they kept wanting to get into the action because I'm old. I think I attracted them. But here we go. Microsoft offers $44.6 million in cash and stocks for Yahoo. Unfortunately, it's not as much as it sounds because Yahoo's got lots of problems. Payroll dropped for the first time since 2003. When you're selling products that no one wants to buy and no one can afford to buy, you're going to have to start laying off people that are producing those products. Bush lobbies for an economic deal. This is an election year, and they're going to add as much as they can. Parenting lessons don't stop toddler tantrums, the study says. Well, unless you're a parent, you know that you cannot learn being a parent from a textbook. ExxonMobil posts record profits, but those profits go in the hands of little old ladies and retired people. FDA warns of risk from epilepsy drugs. Why don't they simply do these studies before they put the drugs out rather than wait till afterwards and tell you that there's a problem? One-on-one in debate, Democrats set aim on GLP. They certainly aren't going to take aim on themselves, who are a co-conspirator in all the problems. That's the spot. Why scratching brings relief. A study says, well, if you ever scratched an itch, you know it brings relief. You don't need a study for it. Delphi posts record $964 billion loss for the month of December. The auto industry is in bad shape, no matter what anybody says. Department of Justice in a microwave Yahoo deal. Well, you know, if they spent all their time going after people that had committed a crime instead of trying to stop something from happening, you might see less crime. World captivated by U.S. presidential race. Every one of the foreign powers is trying to see which president they have the best chance of rolling when they do become president. No targets reached at climate conference. Well, you're not going to see the Chinese setting a target that it's sort of a laughable situation. Democratic Party's a winner according to the analysis made. Well, considering it was a Democratic think tank that did this, you have to take that with a grain of thought. Analysis, Romney opens up about the Mormon religion. I think he should have done that back before it was too late. People blame for water rose in the West. Well, if you bring water to a place that wasn't supposed to have water, you're bound to take water away from places that need water. Google's fourth quarter earnings raises fears among investors. They're the second most profitable company in the world. Motorola malls break up phone units sell. They have sold so many phones to so many people, there are simply no more ways to sell a phone that does exactly the same thing as the one that they already got in their pocket. Miss USA pageant heading to Vegas, that seems to be a logical match. McCain too liberal for the Republicans. Well, anybody that's a moderate to the liberal side is considered to be too liberal for the Christian right. Jessica Alba has a new movie opening this week. Has anyone honestly ever seen anything other than two Fantastic Four movies that she did and maybe Flipper? McCarthy, I didn't have an angioplasty. Well, McCarthy is 65 years old. When you get to be that age, anytime you breathe, they think that you've had something done to you. West Virginia might offer gun training in school. Very stupid thing, even for the right wing. No growth in film jobs for women, a report says. Well, somebody that works in the business, I can tell you that it's virtually impossible to get a job in the business unless you inherit one or you know somebody. Gore supporters heat up the global warming debate, but you're not likely to see them, not driving their cars, not flying in jets, and not heating their homes with lots of expensive air conditioning and heating. U.S. network find Canadian films ready for prime time. Well, they're also going to find British films, Hong Kong films, any place in this world where they shoot in English. You're going to see that on American TV and in the feature films soon. Money Bullet to March for the Animal Kingdom. You can't be a uniter for this nation if the only people you're appealing to is your political base.